Hello, future CAs. With exams just around the corner, I wanted to do another video for your CA Inter Law exams. I've been interacting with students for almost 7 years, and in my experience, students don't skip a chapter and they only skip specific concepts in a particular chapter. So, what I have done, I have listed down 15 chapters, all the 15 chapters of CA Interlaw, and let us play a game, guys. Sir, what game is this? I'm going to reveal each of these topics in these 15 topics. You have to tell me, have you studied this or have you planned to skip? If you fall in the game, sir, I plan to skip, sir, correctly you track this topic, then you have to study that and let me know in the comments. Yes, sir, I plan to skip this and I studied. If you get 15 out of 15, all these concepts I already studied, sir, then excellent, I will give you 5 stars. Let me know in the comments. The game starts now, guys. First, for preliminary chapter, many students will skip 2 subsection 40, definition of financial statement and exemption. I think here very few will skip, but still this is the most skipped place in preliminary. Proceeding further, in incorporation, be very honest, guys, you will study the whole chapter, but shifting of registered office, all cases, section 12 and 13, state to state, within state, many of you will skip this, guys. In prospectus, full chapter you will study, but 28 and 29, offer for sale and demat provision, ayo, irrelevant, sir, you would have skipped. Let me know the truth, guys. Share capital and debentures, share capital chapter you will study like a madman, but when it comes to debentures, you will not even know it existed and all the debenture related provisions. By now, I think already half of you watching this video are out. Next, if I go to deposits chapter, in deposits you will learn everything, but you will miss to learn about deposit repayment reserve and relevant provisions that you would have skipped it. You will thinking it's not important, guys. That is important in deposit. I won't say important, but what you are skipping, if you have skipped it, go and see. Coming to charges, small chapter, ideally you should not skip anything over here. Here 82 and 83, satisfaction of charge, many of them will be skipping, or if I also have to add now newly 85, inspection also, register to be maintained also, you would have skipped it, guys. Meetings, sir, meetings and all I studied fully, sir, except for 88 to 94, procedures relating to register of members, beneficial owner, significant beneficial owner, annual return, all this I happily skipped, sir. If somebody is there till now, sir, everything I studied. Now come to dividend chapter. Dividend is a small chapter. Mostly you would have studied this, but some of them skip interim dividend because they don't understand the concept. But don't skip chapters like dividend and charges and deposits, guys. These are scoring areas. Come down, books of accounts. Sir, what do you think I would have skipped? 132 NFRA you would have skipped, or XBRL filing limits you would have skipped it thinking not important, or section 134 director's responsibility statement, those points and contents of board's report also, board's report content also you may have skipped. Auditors, all of you will study because you are studying to become auditor. Here I kept 143 powers and duties because it's a very big section. Most of you would have skipped this, guys. Foreign company, again a scoring area, please learn that. But prospectus related provisions, I have seen a lot of students skip it because they don't like it. Now moving on to other laws. Companies Act, if you got all the 11 correct, all 11, let me know, guys. Now moving to other laws, in LLP, I have kept incorporated related provisions, how to incorporate LLP, name clause related provisions, all that I'm sure you would have skipped, guys. Coming to interpretation of statutes, interpretation of deeds and documents, I don't know why students are not reading this. They will read the primary and secondary rules, they will read all this other stuff over there, but they will not read this interpretation of deeds and documents. Lastly, coming to FEMA. In FEMA, sir, what do I correctly read? In FEMA, if you see, mostly limits you would have studied, residential status you would have studied because it's important, but small concept like if some foreigner comes to India, they can remit the salary back up to 3 years if the job is there other than Pakistan, and PRII and PROI can hold the asset outside India if they were acquiring it when they were a PROI. For example, PRII can hold an asset outside India if he acquired or inherited when he was a PROI. That inheritance concept, that exception, many are skipping and ICA is testing that. And lastly, General Clause Act. Whole act itself I skipped means let me know guys. But believe me, General Clause Act and ICA very easy. I mean General Clause Act and iOS is very easy guys. I mean if you just watch the marathon of mine of just 2 hours, you can finish all the concepts. Together it comes for minimum 8 to 12 marks, don't miss that. But in GCA, keeping the jokes aside, definitions are important. Most of you would have skipped the definition. I would have only given 3 to 4 important definitions, at least read those. So let me know in the comments guys. So just thought of doing from my experience, what are the top 15 skipped concepts in interlaw. If there are still some concepts which you have skipped, let me know in the comments. Let other students see and comment on that, what they have skipped and what they have completed. Let this comments be a fun place today guys. All the best, keep studying.